Hello everyone, it's Tristan Dodson here for the second and final game of this evening at Eagle Ridge Community Center in beautiful downtown Langford. And our first game was a matchup between the Thunder and the Hot Wings. The second game here is a matchup between the Storm and the Silvertips, Division 5-6, men's division here. And just like both these games were tonight. And starting in goal for the Silvertips is Flaro. Starting in goal for the Storm is Greenhog. Big Save Dave, I like to call him. And here we go. Thank you for everybody that is tuning in. If anybody's already here checking out, we just went live, so hopefully there's a few viewers. We'll see. And here we go. Play about to commence here. Face-off about to be dropped at center court. Number 15 for the Silvertips will take that. That's Ray Moore. Number 11. And number 11 for the Storm, who is not listed on their roster, so I apologize. I'll see if I know that guy. It doesn't look like I know who that is without the roster, so I'm just going to call him by his number here. There might be a few issues with rosters sometimes as GMs of teams submit them. Sometimes numbers change or things get mixed up, so that's bound to happen. Slap shot from Ostrander, rebound. Goes right to number 2 there, Anzems, for an empty net, but tries to pull it, and then it's defensive play by number 17 of the Storm that gets in the way there and stops that goal. That was Isaac Larov. I hope that's how you pronounce it. I have no idea how you pronounce that name, but I'll try my best. Shot, and they score right away. As I was yapping about how to pronounce names, we have a first goal of this game, scored by number 88 of the Storm, Jake Sweet. And that was mere seconds in. Less than a minute, about 43 seconds into this game. And the Storm get on the board. After a great chance right away, about 15 seconds in by the Silvertips, just goes wide on the rebound, but then the Storm score one. Ball hits a glove, goes up in the air, picked up by, a Silvertips player. Pass across. It's controlled. Number 8, Elborn to Ostrander. Dylan Ostrander pass across. 52 there, Smith. Sorry, rather 13, my apologies, Brown. I don't know how I saw 52 as 13. That is a completely different number. That was pretty bad. Here's number 13, Brown. Holy. Here's a pass across. Shot from Smith. Up in the air. And Elborn misses kind of wide there. Ball pops loose. Big Save Dave tries to cover it. He can't quite get there. It rolls off his stick. Now a shot from far out by one of the Silvertips players goes wide. That was number 21, Hebert. Smith passed through the middle off a stick up in the air. Brown controls. Brown spins, fires, but it's blocked by number 17 there, the Storm. Isaac Larive or something like that. That's a hard name to pronounce. I'm just going to call him Isaac here, the defender. Looks kind of French. It might be, you never know. Here comes Sweet the other way. Good back check and good way to get his foot in that is by number 21 of the Silvertips, who is Hebert. Pass up. Brown will play it across and go off for a change. Mandrake picks it up to the middle to number 12 there, Andrews, just out of his reach. Here's Mandrake again, a shot backhand. Loose, another shot by Mandrake goes wide. Mandrake gets the ball once again. This time it's chipped off his stick. There's an offside on the line there, as rushing that play was number 88 of the Storm, I believe that was. Sorry, 82, my apologies. But no one ends up touching that as they're offside, so play commences. Continues to roll here. Swung around. 77 of the Storm plays it up. That is Wilson. Wilson gets it up to number 82, who is Simpson. Simpson across to Shan, 99. Battle for the ball. The Silvertips player controls in the corner. That's picked up here. Here's Wilson, a shot. Gloved and snared easily by Andrew Flero for his first save of this game. It's the first shot on goal, I believe. Oh, that's right, that's the second shot on goal for the Storm. I thought it was the first. I knew it was definitely one of the first. So second save, rather. Off the draw, the Silvertips win it up. Ansem's pass across. Gary Ostrander battling. Still control, spun off that check, gets it to 55. Cathcart, a bomb. Stick saved by Greenhelg. Storm pick it up. Here's Simpson. Connor Simpson takes a look, chips it off his stick to himself, takes a look, backhand feed across. Shot just wide. Here's Simpson again. Simpson controls, pass through the middle, blocked though. Cathcart, the assistant captain here, plays it up to Brown, number 13, Derek Brown. Spins off that check of Haramsamau. Haramsamau hustles after it though and ties him up in behind his own net. Ball pops loose though. And Haramsamau will now get the ball, but number 15, Moore, will help out his teammate Brown. As Brown gets his pocket picked. Moore will help him out there and play it up, but now it ultimately gets swallowed up by the glove of Greenhelg. Face off deep in the Storm zone after that big save by Big Save Dave. Kind of rolled right to him though. Can't give him too much props, so it was an easy save. Just kidding, but kind of was. Smith will get it off the draw win from his team. Ansems will get it, pass in front, looking for more. It's off his stick. Ansems will hustle after it. Plays across to Hebert. Ryan Hebert controls, takes a look. Pass down low. Back to Hebert. To the middle, a shot. Hit his own foot, I think, as he releases that bomb by that was Moore that did that. And that was a weird play. I think he shot it off his own foot and it went up in the air. That was an odd bounce. Here comes Hebert. Hebert will play it in, looking for the bank pass to himself. He hustles after it, gets there, but shoots it wide. Ansems down low. Pass to Smith at the point. Smith will fire. Looking for a tip was Ansems. The rebound off the glass, and he scores. And this game is tied at 1 apiece. Yeah. It's for when the ball drops. Off the draw, the Silvertips win it, but now it's picked up by Jake Sweet. He tries to make the zone, but it's chipped off his stick by the defender in the middle. Here's Ostrander, fires it, goes wide, swings all the way around the boards behind the Storm net. Now it's passed up. Here's Sweet once again. Hebert watching him as well as Eric Smith. Pass across. Looking to feed number 19 all by himself, Robinson, but it's just out of his reach. Now it's rolled to Flero, and he swallows that up as Jake Sweet was tied up, couldn't get a whack on that one. 11 minutes and 10 seconds left in this first of 2 periods. Score tied 1-1. Just realized that I didn't click enter after I put the other one in, so that wasn't showing as 1-1. My apologies for that, folks. Getting used to this new streaming equipment. Off the draw, I think the Storm, when it shoot it on net, Flero will cover it once again. Flero making the easy saves and just making it look easy, rather, just swallowing it up, not getting any rebounds out. Noticed a lot of the times when I see a lot of goals when goalies sometimes try to play it up, the little bounce or something weird will happen. Pass up, given away. Shot by Robinson. Rebound pops to Sweet. Robinson will try to get another whack at it. but it's chipped down. Now here's Ostrander. Dylan Ostrander gets it to his teammate. Now to Smith. He gets it, but it's off his stick and he can't control. Kept in the line. Hebert, pass across, looking for Dylan Ostrander. Now Gary Ostrander picks it up. Pass across, a shot. Sticked wide. Picked up by number 17 there, the Storm. Who's 17? Isaac. I don't know how to pronounce his last name, so I'm just going to say that. Up in the air. Robinson will pick it up, tries to spin it around to number 11, who's not listed here. 11 will play it back to Isaac. Isaac's pass through the middle, blocked. And here's a 2-on-1. Pass in the slot, a shot. Stick save by Greenhalgh, and it ramps off his stick up to the top of the net and stays stationary by the goaltender's water bottle. That was a bit of a weird thing, I think is what happened there. I don't even know, but somehow it got to the top of the net and stayed there, laying there. Off the draw. The Storm win it defensively. Battle for the ball, though. It's picked off. A wraparound attempt. I think he was faking the pass there, looking to wrap it 5-hole. That was Brown. The forward. I believe he's a forward, and he just makes a great play, crashing the net. Swings it in front, getting shots on goal, but big save Dave says no and swallows that up. Now off the draw, Brown picks up again. Takes a look, rebound loose. Cleared up the middle by number 17, Isaac. I'm not even going to attempt to say his last name anymore. I don't even know. So my apologies for that. I will try to ask him one time how you pronounce it and see if I can do it that way. Now a pass up from Mandrake. Mandrake gets it to number 12. 12 is Andrews. Mandrake plays it back. Grinder's shot goes wide. The rebound pops off behind the net off the boards there. Simpson tries to pick up that pass, but it's out of his reach. Here's Cathcart. Cathcart takes a look. Pass up the middle. Instantly blocked there at the center by number 33 of the Storm for a great play. Storm's roster is missing quite a few of their players. Sorry, folks. Off the wall was for Wilson, who keeps the zone. That's picked up a shot. Flero was looking for the ball, but it's wide and goes behind his net. Shot, off the side of the net. Now it's sent all the way down. That'll be an icing call against the Silvertips. Face-off will go deep into their zone. Score 1-1. We're notched up at 1 apiece. We'll see who can take the lead, if anybody, later in this first period. It might stay tied 1-1 until the second. You never know, but I'm hoping for some more goals, a little more action. We'll see. Off the draw, it's won back by number 99, Shand, but then it's in some feet picked up by the Silvertips. I guess sort of ultimately then the Silvertips win the draw, I guess I could say, make it easier. Play in the middle, blocked. Here's Squire. Squire will play it up. Matt Squire with a great play to Simpson, who'll drag it in. Take a look. Out of the air, great hand eye, just wide on that short side shot there off a block. Now here come the Silvertips the other way. Wilson watching defensively. Pass up the middle for Anzems, out of his reach. Matt Squire plays it up. Number 11 battling with Anzems. 11 gets the ball and plays it back. Spins back to Wilson. Johnny Wilson watched by Logan Anzems. Wilson tries to play up to 11, but it's picked off. Now here come the Silvertips the other way. Number 15, that's Moore, will get it back from his teammate. Now a shot. Stick saved by Greenhalgh. The Storm will pick it up. Play off the wall from Wilson to Jake Sweet. Sweet will get the zone, watched by Smith. Sweet will chip it into himself. Backhand feed in front, a shot. And I think Flero got a piece of that. It goes either that or it just goes wide. But if that was a save, that was unreal. I couldn't quite see the angle of that. I think he got a blocker on that. Might have not been going in anyways, but still a great save. Now off the high glass, Sweet hustling, trying to get the ball, but Flair will cover it behind his own net. Face-off will be deep in the Silvertip zone. I want to thank everybody for tuning in. We appreciate it. The more people that watch these videos more than once, you know, gives the YouTube algorithm some, rather it puts us more in the YouTube algorithm for other people. And I don't know about you, but I assume if you're watching this stream, you're probably in it. And the VIVHL is some of the, I think it's, I'm a little biased because I'm part of it, but I think it's the best league in the entire West Coast. Plus, it's Canadian, and Canada invented hockey. We're still the kings, Americans. Don't even try it. Harem somehow makes a great play with a little toe drag past the defender. What a play. He'll get it to Sweet. Sweet will try to beat Smith. Smith's pressuring him hard there. Pass across. I think it hits Smith's stick, goes to the corner though. Wilson will pick it up. Wilson takes a look. Wilson pass in front, in some feet. Fought for. As Robinson was trying to get a stick on it, but it's ultimately just played back in their own end by the Silvertips. Now pass up interrupted by number 11, who plays it to the middle. Jake Sweet on that pass from his teammate number 11. Now it's Sweet who gets it back. A shot, shoulder save off the high glass from Flero on that absolute missile of a wrister by number 88 there, Sweet. Now here's Cathcart, gets it to his teammate. Pass across. A great look from number 13, Brown, but he gets a little too much mustard on that pass across down low for his teammate. Now a clearing attempt blocked as Jake Sweet tries to make that play. Now Sweet will battle for the ball though. It'll be up in the air. Picked up by the Silvertips player. Number 8 plays it in front. Number 8 is Elborn. Battle for the ball. Dylan Ostrander controls. Pass, or rather a shot on a sharp angle. I think he was trying to pass that, but it hits big save Dave to the corner. Here's Cathcart, plays it down. Number 7, Grinder, a shot. Great save by Greenheld. He had 2 players in front of him. Harem somehow was trying to clear. I think that's Brown out of the way. Yes, it is. And he kind of sort of screamed his own goalie a little bit, but Greenheld gets down low and sees that shot and ends up swallowing that up. There's a little bit of a rebound, pops up after he gets off the chest, but he gloves it down. Holy. Off the draw, the Silvertips win it down low. Here's Mandrake. Mandrake gets to Grinder. Grinder shot way wide. Rebound pops free. Battle for the ball. Simpson will try to get it, but Cathcart will keep it in. Spun down low. Mandrake, 27 and 27 battle. That was interesting. Both teams number 27. Now Mandrake pass down low and pass across, hops the stick of Ostrander. Gary Ostrander still controls 2, now 3 Storm players on him. And here's a battle for the ball. Shan will pick it up. Shan will play it up, but it's out of the reach of his line mate. That's number 27, Serznecki. Serznecki tries a pass now. It's blocked. Now it's given away, though. Connor Simpson will take a look. Toe drag now. Rip. Flero will see it all the way. Gets it off the mask and sprawls out. Lays out to make that save and cover it for that rebound. Big save by Flero there. Shots 11-1 in favor of the Silvertips. And the score 1-1. 2 goals so far this game, 1 apiece. Off the draw. So Serznecki plays it, gets it at the line. But now hustling after is Ostrander. Ostrander picks his pocket there. A shot from a sharp angle. Big save by Dave. Now here's Ostrander. Gary Ostrander takes a look, beats a few checks, backhand from his teammate there. Greenheld will make the save and clear it to the corner. Ostrander, relentless on that forecheck though, get to the ball a 3rd time. Plays it to the line to his teammate Cathcart. Cathcart spun around to Ostrander. Gary Ostrander with a player in front. He controls, beats a man once again. Now a pass to the point, looking for the captain Grinder, but it's out of his reach. Flair will play it up. Grinder will grab it now in his own zone. Gets neutral territory. Feeds it across. Here's Cathcart. Watched by Simpson. Cathcart makes a quick pass up, though. Anzems will take a look. Pass across. Brown fakes a slap shot. Brings it to the middle. Great defensive stick by Squire there, though, to chip out of harm's reach, at least temporarily. Anzems will shoot. Saved by Dave here. Ball still loose, though, as he couldn't swallow it up. And the pass looking for Anzems. Simpson gets in the way, though. Anzems will be after the ball, though. Here's Anzems controls. Chip play up in the air. Delayed penalty. The Silvertips still keep the ball. And now it's finally called. There was a delayed call for like a minute there. Naswell had his hand up. Mr. Naswell called that, and the Storm couldn't catch a break. They just couldn't get the ball back. It's going to go to Simpson. I didn't see what for, but nonetheless, we will just, I think it was a slash or maybe a hook, but it was a stick infraction, so it's a double minor. So it's a napper power play for the Victoria Silvertips for the next 4 minutes. Or will the next at least little while until they score. We'll see if the Storm can kill this off. Off the draw, the Silvertips win it. They play it up. Number 21. To Smith. 21 is Hebert to Smith. Down low to Anzems. A shot at a sharp angle. Stick saved by Dave. That rhymes there. Now Anzems will make a play behind the net. Here's Brown. Brown looking to feed it in front. Now the Storm can't clear, though. Pass to the middle. Now played back. Here's Brown from Moore. Brown to Smith. Smith has time to bring it in. He'll just look and shoot. Glove saved by Greenhalgh, and he stares at him and shakes his head no. A little bit of taunting, too. All in fun, though. He was smiling while doing it, but that was classic Dave there. Sick. I love that guy. If you watch this, Dave, I love you. You're a super cool guy. I believe he streams some of the games on his YouTube channel and Twitch as well. Gonna shout him out even, Hybrid Gaming TV. Should check it out. His goalie cam behind the nets sometimes. I think he does it whenever he plays. I think he has it going on right now even. Here's a pass down low from Anzems to Smith. Shot tipped in front, they score! What a great tip there, holy. Perfect tip at the perfect time as well. That's Ray Moore who tips that absolute bomb of a wrister from Smith. That's a power play goal for the Silvertips. And Simpson's penalty will kind of burn his team there. And he'll have to stay in the box for the next just under 3 minutes. 2 minutes and 55 seconds, I believe it said. But it will be 5 on 5. Here's Ostrander, who beats the check on the wall. He takes a look. Shot in some feet. He kicks it to his own stick, but then the glove of Greenhalgh's there, and he'll swallow that up. Off the draw, the Silvertips win it back. Jake Sweet hustles through the middle and knocks down Cathcart, but the ball is not with him, so he couldn't get a break there. He would have had a breakaway. I think he's a fast guy, and if he had the ball with him as well in that play, he probably would have been gone. Pass down low, blocked by Wilson, the defender, and it rolls to Dave, and he'll make a save. With 1 minute and 16 seconds left in this first of 2 periods, the Silvertips lead 2-1 with that late goal from a tip in front from Ray Moore. And the Silvertips looking like they're gonna start the second period up 1 goal, unless the Storm get a quick one here late. A shot almost up 2 here, and some feet. A pass across with a great look, just blocked. Now a chip off of a body, goes in the netting, and it'll be stuck up there. So we'll have a face-off to the left side of to the right side of the goaltender of the Storm, Greenheld. Thank you everybody for watching, we appreciate it. Last goal was the second goal of the Silvertips. For the Silvertips rather, it was scored by Ray Moore, number 15. And they now lead 2-1 for that power play goal. Shot from Cathcart, blocked there by a Storm player. Don't think he knew it hit him. He was looking for the ball. He finds it and he'll play it back. Here's Sweet, plays that up. Number 19, Robinson. Robinson tries to bring it up, but it's chipped down. Elborn takes a look, plays it down low. Brown, watched by Haramsamau. Brown and Haramsamau battle for possession here. Brown will win that. Pass across, looking for Elborn. He kind of handcuffs himself, couldn't quite get that shot off. He pulls a stick back. Great look for Elborn though. Robinson tries to get a play up, and then all the way down at the horn, Haramsamau will whack it, but there won't be enough time for his team to go up, so that'll do it for the first of two periods here. We'll be back at you with the second and final frame in this second and final game here, and we'll be, there's more action to be had. Don't go yet, and we'll see you soon. Thank you. Hello everyone, Tristan Dodson back here again. This is the second and final period of the second and final game of this evening. At Eagle Ridge Community Center, we have a matchup between the Storm and the Silvertips listed on the screen here. Off the draw, the Silvertips win it back. They're up 1 goal here, courtesy of Moore on that tip in the slot earlier on the power play. Here's Smith, that's number 12, not 52. He'll bring it in. Run out of real estate though, as a Storm player will push him to the corner. Here's Brown. Brown watched by Squire. Brown will shoot. The rebound will pop through Greenheld, and it'll be chipped home. And that'll be a Silvertips goal. You can do it, yeah. True. Well, here's the Storm who chip it down. Pass through the middle. Kept in by Haramsamau. He'll shoot it, looking for a tip in front. But it's picked up by Squire here. Battling him is Silvertips player. That's 21, Hebert. Squire will get it. A pass in front from his teammate now. Another shot from the point by Haramsamau goes wide. Now it's picked up by the Silvertips. Here's Ostrander. Ostrander will take a look with Mandrake across. Ostrander will just bring in himself a shot, and he'll score. And I believe they didn't update the score clock here on the earlier goal. I'm pretty sure the ref called that a goal. So that's the 4th goal of this game for the Silvertips here as they lead 4-1. Greenhill got kind of frustrated there and kind of chucked his stick into the glass. He's upset at himself, I think. He didn't like the first one he let in, and this one I think he's kind of mad at himself, but it's a great play by the Silvertips. I don't know how they did that. Now a chip pass, it's cleared to the corner by Greenhill. The Storm try to clear it. It's kept in though at the line. Shot from far out, bounces off the boards. It's picked up by Moore. Moore, who had the 2nd goal for his team. Plays it, gets it to the middle, plays it down low. Pass in front. Moore is just kind of behind that play though. From the Storm. Serznicki plays it up to number 11. 11 trying to play it up. It's kept in at the line by Grinder, the captain of the Silvertips. Storm player number 33. Controlled now at the middle. Here's Grinder. Grinder will play it down. Ostrander rather shot high and wide. Here's Serznicki. Dale Serznicki makes a play past Ostrander. Serznicki's been probably the most solid defender, him and Squire, I would say. Now, shot from a sharp angle hits the outside of the post from Anzems. Anzems controls, so he'll play it down to the point. Cathcart will keep it in off a clearing attempt by Robinson. Now here's Dylan Ostrander. Gets to Anzems. Anzems to Gary Ostrander. Ostrander will bring it in, take a look, a shot. And Greenhag will make the save. Ostrander will take a bit of a late whack at Greenhag. I think I saw him stare him down. I didn't really like that one. I'm up here. That was a little bit of a late whack at the glove there after it was already covered, if you ask me. The defender was turned around, didn't quite see it, so didn't really take exception to it, as I don't think he saw that at the visual on that. Off the draw, Shand will win that for the Storm. Shand will push off a check of number 13. Number 13 is Brown, right? Had to get that locked in. Almost forgot who that was. Here's Brown, watched by Shand. Brown will get it down low. It'll roll to number 21, Hebert. Hebert will pass it across his defensive partner. Here's Eric Smith. Smith to the corner. Intercepted by Shand. Shand will play it out, hustling after it as well, but great back check by Hebert. Now here's Harem Samau. Harem Samau will bring it in. Ostrander will kick it into the corner. Smith will get there before Harem Samau will. Pass up the middle, rather from the side to the middle to Ostrander. That was from Brown. Chip in by Elborn. Derek Brown will get from that pass from Elborn a shot, and it's through the 5-hole of Greenhow clean. That's the 5th goal of this game. 6th goal of this game. 5th goal for the Silvertips, as the shots on goal are 26-7 in favor of the Silvertips here. This game is just getting away from the Storm. They just haven't been able to apply any pressure the other way. The beginning of this game was quite even. As the second period commenced, it's just been all Silvertips in the second half. The Storm weren't really able to play this full 32-minute game. Pass up. Smith controls. Tries to play it up. It's off a foot. He'll pick it up though. Now here's Eric Smith. Smith controls, trying to make the line. He'll bring it in. He'll beat his defender. Great play. A shot. Stick save by Greenhow to the corner. Ostrander will pick it up. Simpson's on Ostrander there. Ostrander will try a pass through the crease. It's out of the reach though, but pops free behind the net. Chip to the corner. Here's Simpson, watched by Mandrake. And Hebert will make that play, help Mandrake out, as that chip pass to himself by Simpson will Almost worked, but not quite as there's a guy back. Here's Grinder, pass to the middle. Ostrander will get the zone. Takes a look, rips one. Now a shot to the corner. Gets blocked and picked up by a Storm player. Here come the Storm the other way. That was number 27, Sosnecki. And now chipped right back down off the stick. Icing's waved off as it doesn't get all the way there, or rather not called. But in the middle, here's number 12. Andrews tries a shot through the middle. It's blocked. Here comes number 11 with help from Simpson, Sweet, as well as Sosnecki. Cathcart on number 11 there, hard on the wall. Cathcart hustling on number 11 there. Cathcart gets slammed down by 11 as he was falling. Shot from far out, great look. Sweet tries to get a rebound, pops through from out of the air, but he can't get a stick on it. Another shot interrupted. Here's Sosnecki, plays it to number 17, Isaac. To 11, down low to Sweet. Sweet tries to get it, it's in his feet. Number 11 rips one, goes way wide. It didn't, kind of towed that. Had a great look at the net, but flicked it off the little bit of a toey there and too far wide. Here's Anzems. Anzems will control. He'll play it down low. Number 15 threw it across. That's more. And some feet. The Storm try to clear. They do. That'll be icing against Sweet and the Storm. As he doesn't make center before he tries to make that chip play. Can't get after it himself. And Smith's back. Face off deep in the Storm zone. I forgot to switch the score clock here from the first to second. Sorry about that, folks. That was my bad. Here's the play off the wall kept in by one of the Silvertips players. Now he'll go for a change. Good timing on that change there as he was on a long shift. He was kind of gassed, so he'll play it up then run off. Flair will bring that with his stick to his glove and swallow that up. Face off will go to the left side of him and his team, the Silvertips, now in their zone. Off the draw, the Silvertips get the ball. Ostrander plays it up. Now pass back defensively by one. That was Grinder at the wall, I believe. Now it's chipped down. That was number 8. Sorry, it was Elborn, not Grinder. Now here comes Sweet trying to bring it in. Great play by Brown. Brown will play it up. That's Hebert. Hebert will hustle in. Takes a look, tries a shot. Dave stares him down there, the goaltender. Now a shot kind of banks off the defender, Wilson, and it rolls to the high slot. Greenhag will come way out of his net, throw his stick, and cover up with the blocker. Just under 10 minutes left in this game. Score reads 5-1 in favor of the Silvertips over the Victoria Storm. We'll see if the Storm can kind of get back in it here. Off the draw, shot. Harem somehow kind of loses that ball, but Greenhelg bails him out, and now he'll clear it up. Pass up from Harem somehow to Simpson. Simpson will take a look, backhand from a sharp angle, saved by Flaro, pops to the corner. Simpson still controls. Simpson bumped by Anzems there. Hustling after it. Here's Wilson. Wilson will beat his man, but help from 21 Hebert, as Wilson beats him, will get possession to the Silvertips. Pass across. Ostrander on the backhand. Wilson hustling back defensively with those bright yellow gloves. Those are nice. Grinder with a shot, looking for a tip for Elborn, but it's misses him. Saved off the pad of Greenheld. Battle for the ball here, Squire. Squire will play it up to Simpson. Simpson controls. Simpson beats Cathcart, plays it up in the air to himself. Fought for. Cathcart tries to get it, but Simpson still has it. Squire will play it to the corner. Here's Shand hustling after it as Grinder tries to get there first. Shand will kick it off of Grinder's stick. Grinder will get it back though. Play it up the wall. Sent all the way down for an icing against the Silvertips. Face off will go deep in their zone. Thank you to everybody who's tuned in or is watching. We appreciate it. Only 2 games tonight on this Tuesday evening in Eagle Ridge Community Center here in Langford. Off the draw, up in the air, shot by Simpson. Fans on the first one. Now Shand will go to the net and Grinder will push him and then kind of punch him on the shoulder there. And they'll exchange some words. Grinder didn't like that Simpson was poking at the goalie there trying to crash the net, so he'll take his anger out on the other player, who's Shand. Up the wall. Pass in front, picked up there. Now here we have a breakaway. Here's Mandrake, trips it to himself, takes a look. Backhander off the post, I think, or might have went just wide as Dave did get in great position there. Mandrake almost had one there. Great look, but Dave stares him down and says no. Here's Squire, watched by Cathcart. Cathcart will whack it to his teammate. That's Mandrake once again. Now it's kicked up there by Serznicki. Serznicki trying to kick that to Squire, but it's ultimately kicked too far and picked up by Hebert now. Rather Cathcart now to Grinder. Now back to Cathcart. Cathcart will play it up looking for Mandrake. He'll get it to Mandrake. Now he'll get it to the middle. Now to Brown off that pass from Andrews. Now Mandrake back to Brown. Brown controls Mandrake in the middle there. And a guy gets slammed into the nets. And there'll be a penalty. It'll go to Serznicki, I believe, who was getting back and kind of cross-checked one of the Silvertips players. And there's a word exchange, probably with some expletives, not probably super nice, but you never know. I can't hear it from up here. Just looked like a heated argument a little bit. Interference, rather, not cross-check. So he didn't have the ball. He lays him out, and so that'll be a 2-minute minor for interference to Serznicki of the Storm. It was a napper power play for the Silvertips, up 4 goals, 5-1. We'll see if we can get up 5 goals, 6-1 here, or if the Storm can kill this off. Pass in front, blocked. Sweet will get it and clear it down, kill some time on the PK for his team, the Storm. Flair will play it up to Smith. Just over 7 minutes remaining in this game. Minute 40 left in this power play. Smith will play it up. Ansem's hustling after it. Shot from a sharp angle by Ansems. Goes around the glass, pops free to a Silvertips player. Played up the boards. Has a bounce, hits to Smith. Smith shoots. Blocked by number 17 of the Storm, who is Isaac, with his last name I can't pronounce, so call him that. Ansem looking for a shot to bring it in, but his stick is lifted and it's blocked out of his reach, but it's kept in by Smith at the point. Shot from Heber in neutral territory, tipped by Ansems, just wide, and now it's cleared out of harm's way by, I believe that was Sweet again, at least one of the Storm's players. Smith will gain the zone at the center. He'll take a look. He'll play it down to the corner. Hebert's looking after it. Gets bodied to the glass by number 33. And we'll get a penalty for the retaliation, I think. I don't think they'll call that first thing a penalty. I think they'll give it to Hebert, who gets upset and cross-checks him after the play. Roughing penalty going to number 21, who is Ryan Hebert. Face-off will go deep into the Storm zone. Now it'll be 4-on-4 for 42 seconds, and about just under a minute and a half, or just under a minute and 20 seconds of man advantage time, power play time for the Storm. Here's Cathcart to Gary Ostrander. Trying to clear that, but it's kept in off the wall. Here's Isaac. Play across. Looking for Sweet. Sweet tries to get it. Battle for possession. One of the Silvertips players gets drilled to the boards, I think, but no penalties called. Definitely some loud sound on the glass, at least. I couldn't quite see the angle from up here. And here comes Ostrander the other way. Ostrander takes a look. Pass across to Ostrander. From Ostrander. Back to Ostrander again. Looking to bring it in, but it's great defensive move there by number 33 of the Storm. Ostrander will fake a slap shot. Now will take it. Fire it. Kept in the zone off the high glass. Gary Ostrander. Pass across to the point. Kept in by Cathcart. Cathcart will play it down low behind the net to number 19. It's a man advantage for 1 minute and 2 seconds more. Isaac will spin it around. It's picked up by number 68, Dylan Ostrander. Dylan Ostrander will have two defenders on him. He'll spin it, get it to Gary Ostrander. Back to Dylan. Dylan Ostrander beats his man, gets hauled down. No penalty called on the play. I think he was already falling, so the ref says no. I don't think that was a penalty. For a second, I thought they were going to call it. Number 11 shoots. Great look, just high on that chance. Now here come the other way. Greenhelg will take a look. He'll play it up out of his net. Shand will play it back, but it's picked off. Number 13, Brown will chip it in. Chase after it. Wilson's on him hard, but Brown will get to the ball first off his own pass. Brown will pass it through the middle. Greenhelg's net gets knocked off and he'll fall over. Battle for the ball. Number 19 takes a look. That's Robinson, a shot, a rebound, looking to bank it off the back of Flero, but it's off the behind the net there. A little bit too sharp of an angle for him to knock that home. Good look from Robinson, trying to get his team back in it. Pass to the middle. Wilson will play it up, trying to feed that to Robinson. He can't quite knock it down. Smith to Ostrander. Gary Ostrander takes a look. Wilson watching him defensively. Johnny Wilson gets his leg on the ball on that pass attempt down low from Ostrander. Here's a chance for Simpson, but he beats Smith in the middle. Clear the zone, but he can't beat Hebert back. Now Smith will chip it back and pass Sweet, now play it up. Here's Ostrander. Wilson's watching Ostrander hard there. Great defense by Wilson. Pass up. Shot from Mandrake. Blocked by Sweet. Now Sweet gets it to Simpson. He'll take a look. Bring it in. Smith defensively back. Simpson controls. Pass across. A shot. Big save off that wrister from Robinson by Flero. Pass up the middle. Out of the reach. Hopping over the stick of Brown. It's picked up by 27, Sarznicki. Sarznicki plays it up to Robinson. Robinson will play it past Hebert. And it'll be swallowed up by Flero as it rolls to him. Robinson couldn't get to his own pass, a little bit too much on that one, so he couldn't get to the ball before the goaltender did up the middle. Time winding down. We have just under 2.5 minutes left in this game. Score 5-1. If one more goal is scored by the Silvertips, it'll be run time. But time winding down anyways, doesn't really matter. Here's a great play by Moore, and he gets high sticked in the face. There'll be a penalty coming up. Shot. And it'll be a high sticking call against number 82. Connor Simpson, the forward of the Storm. As his stick kind of comes up, I think he'd gone the follow through. He kind of hits him up high. Definitely not intentionally. It was a complete accident, but still got to be control your stick there. So a double minor for high sticking. Flero will get it off his pad on that PK clearing play there by the Storm. Played up. They get the zone. They chip it back. They slow it down. Here's Smith in the middle. Smith to Anzems. Anzems will play it across. It's blocked by number 11 there, the Storm, and he will clear it. Smith looking to keep it in. Almost had to keep in at the line, but couldn't quite get it off his stick and out. Now he'll bring it up. Play up from the wall to Anzems. Greenhag will try to play it out. He'll try to clear the zone for his team, but it's kept in by Brown. A shot blocked in the middle. Number 11's clearing attempt off a foot. Anzems will fire. It goes way wide. He might have deflected. Here's number 12, Andrews, to Smith. Smith down low. Brown tries to drive it to the net, but it's poke checked away by Dave Greenhout. Clearing attempt. Just barely gets through as Smith was almost back, but didn't quite reach out enough to get that. Final minute of play in this game. Haremsmau trying to hustle up, clear the zone, but it's Hebert who gets that ball just out of his reach. Battle for the ball along the corner. 45 seconds remaining. Smith will get it, play it across. We'll see if the Silvertips can get a power play goal late. Here's Haremsmau to block that play. He'll try to bring it in, but Hebert will block that. Haremsmau will get back though, lift the stick, and Serzecki will play it to Haremsmau. Haremsmau will now just chip it down on the PK with 25 seconds left. Now 20 seconds. Shand hustling after Eric Smith here. Smith will use his butt there as like a shield and push him out of the way. Shand battling with Smith. Gets it down to his teammate, back to Smith. 3 seconds left. Plays it up, and it'll be picked up at the horn by number 8, Elborn, and that'll do it. This game is over. Thank you very much for watching, and we'll see you in the next one. Goodbye. It's been a pleasure.